Sin Chao from supper in the mountain areas. I've actually wasn't going to be filming today, but I just can't get over this wonderful landscape. We're in the mountains heading to a rural village, and we've been hiking for about 30 minutes now with our tour guide. We've got two other young children as well. I honestly don't know who they are, but I think they're taking us to our their village and going to show us some traditional Vietnamese traditions. But we've just been walking around these tracks in these corn cob fields, and it's just so beautiful. And just look at that mountain range, you know, it just drops off. People living, you got all the rice paddies, rice terraces, but it's just absolutely beautiful out here. And we actually learnt a really interesting cultural thing just a few moments ago. So our tour guide, she's 21 years old and she already has 2 kids. She got married at 17, but actually the way that they get married in, or at least in this region of Vietnam, is the guy actually goes and like kidnaps the girl. She was kidnapped at 15 and she actually ran away. Said she didn't want to get married, so then she got kidnapped again at 17, got married. And yeah, it's just so interesting seeing all the different cultures, how everyone gets married differently. Like, it'd be crazy to think that I would have gotten married like 2 years ago. It's just so different. But then one of the other girls that we're with, she's 15 and she's married and she's got a kid, 15 years old. That's just so different to what Australia does, you know. We go to different, we get into relationships. Like, maybe you have like a couple girlfriend or boyfriends before you find the right one, and you stay with them for a couple of years and then marry. But it's just beautiful. This way?
Yeah, straight.
Perfect. This is so cool. Just look at this. Mountain ranges everywhere. Mum and the tour guide are up there. This is the other lady that we have, the one that I was talking about before. 15 years old. That's just amazing. But we're at the bottom. Mum's going across the top, and we're looping around the back end. Going through the cornfields. Unfortunately, it's not the season. They've already been harvested and now they're just left to die. But it would be cool to see them, like, with massive corn cobs, greenery. That'd be awesome. But it is what it is. Still beautiful nonetheless.
I did this for you.
Oh, a horse.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I did this for you.
Ah, it's breaking.
Oh, thank you.
I help you.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome.
Let's put that in the backpack.
I give you too.
Oh.
Continue the journey. That's awesome. How do you make that? I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm so not artistic. I wish I could be artistic. Definitely something I want to start practicing. But we're just in the wilderness, living life. This is how you do it.
Many, you see? All over in the mountain, just marijuana.
Okay. This is like the actual one.
No,
The
that's
flower. No, not that one. Where is it? There. So that's a flower that grows eventually. And it like actually smells.
All right, we've just been
That's
told by
it.
our
We just walked into this random place. We've scaled down here. Very tricky, very slippery, very wet. Had a few tumbles, but wow, he's a big beast. They are chunky. I didn't realize how big they were. That's crazy. Hopefully they approve of my belonging and don't attack me. But we're just, oh, there's piggies. Pigs. Watch out for the mama pig. She could attack me. Hey. That's a big piggy. Look at those teeth. They would chop your fingers off if you got near them. Don't even know where we're walking. We just walked into this random village. Little chickens. More buffalo. They're so big. Just chunky, you know. Lots of mass, lots of muscle. Chickens. This is so cool. Just chucked the drone up. Beautiful footage across the mountainscapes. Let's play some of that footage now. Let's go. Xin chào. In a rice paddy, rice field. This is it. Little husks, and then I picked one off, peeled it. That's 1 grain of rice. Delicious. Dad's trying not to get his shoes wet, but it's like moving faster than he is, so it's inevitable. And there's a pretty big drop, so he probably doesn't want to fall off. Splat down there, that would not be the most ideal of situations. Crazy man, crazy father. This is what they come out of. Apparently it's used for electricity. But how cool.
They're not very deep. If we bury, we go 6 feet down.
Drying out the rice.
Yeah, 6 feet.
And that little kid's guarding the chickens away so they don't eat all the food. He's chucking rocks at them before. The ones that were pecking at the feed. I bought some earlier from a place in this from 4Kids in a little coffee shop.
I show you you.
Have you got money? You got change?
Got change?
Got change? No, I can only buy one. Oh, because then they don't get it. But I can't. Are you all the same family if I give you all the money?
No, different family.
Different family, yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't got change. I can do it for less. 5,000?
Yeah.
Okay. 5,000's okay. What colour will Kate like?
I think I have a bit.
Hey?
I think I have a lot of change.
What colour will I get for Kate? This one.
You got a lot of change.
A lot more for 10 before. What, from her?
No, she
I
don't.
will give her
Just for-
5,000 because we only paid.
Yeah.
Nó, thầy chị xem có đâu. Ê, tự nhiên nó gọi thế nào? You're not tomorrow,
Well, I bought one for Kate and one for Tom. Just doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
We'd like more.
Yeah. Kate and Tom.
We all got them.
Thank you.
Hey mate, how's it going? You're licking your nostrils, are ya? Such fascinating creatures. These are what all the harvest rice looks like. They leave them out to dry for a couple of days. They're cutting some now, but you can see they're sort of turning drier, more crispy in comparison to like the ones up there. They still got a lot of fluid and they look a lot fresher, but they leave them to dry for a few days and then come along, chuck them in. I think they use a bit of machinery. Probably can't get the best of footage here, but that's how they separate it. He bunches it up and then bashes it into the big bucket, and then once he's done with that, he pushes it to the side, and then the buffaloes eat that in the winter then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, heading back to the hotel. Crazy day, I'm so tired. I think we walked about 20 kilometers. So gonna definitely need some much needed rest. I think we're approaching it very soon. Somewhere nearby. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, bro. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely highly recommend Sapa. Honestly, such a beautiful place. And definitely go to some local villages, see how the locals live. But yeah, enjoy your day, chase your dreams, and stay happy.